Okay, if you look at page 9 in your chapter 9 packet, we're going to go over this word problem. It shows you a picture of a swimming pool. Here, the yellow is the swimming pool. And surrounding the pool on two sides is a walkway. And in the red is the walkway. We don't know the width of the walkway, but from here to here is X. And from here to here, it's X. We do know this entire length, including the walkway and the swimming pool, is 25 feet. And the total width, including the swimming pool and the walkway, is 18 feet. And they want us to write a polynomial that represents the area of the swimming pool. So I want the area of the yellow part. Well, now, if from here, basically from here to here is 25 feet, but from here to here is X, that means the length is 25 minus X. And we can do the same thing on the other side. From here to here is X, but the whole thing is 18. So if I want this length, it would be 18 minus X. So I know this side of the swimming pool is 18 minus X. This side of the swimming pool is 25 minus X. So I know area is length times width. So I do 25 minus X times 18 minus X. Now, I want to point out this, although it is the area, it's not a polynomial. It's a binomial times a binomial, which is not a polynomial. So to turn this into a polynomial, I have to FOIL it. It becomes 450 minus 25x minus 18x plus x squared. I'm going to combine these two and put it in descending order, sorry. So I get x squared minus 43x plus 450. And that is a polynomial which represents the area of the pool. Then it tells me, well, suppose you substitute 2 for x. Well, I could put a 2 for x in this whole thing, which would take a little while, or I could put a 2 here, and then I just do 23 times 16, which I think is easier, but I get 368 square feet. So that is the area. So you can either make this 2 squared minus 43 times 2 plus 450, or do 23 times 16. But either way, you get the same answer. Okay, so go ahead and try number 5 on your own. And I will give you the answer to number 5. So you can stop the video if you want to do it on your own first. And for number 5, I end up having... Now, the difference between this one and the other one is the walkway is on both sides. So from there to there, it's X. From there to there, it's X. And the whole thing is 30. So that means this side is 30 minus 2x. And this side would be 22 minus 2x. So that is the difference between the two. So you would say area equals 30 minus 2x times 22 minus 2x. When you FOIL it, you get, 4x squared minus 104x plus 660. And when you substitute a 3 for x, you get 384 feet squared. Okay, so again, just to make sure you get this part, we'll do this again. So from here to here, it's x. From here to here, it's x. The whole thing, though, is 30. So this part of it would be 30 minus this x and minus this x, so minus 2x. From here to here, it's 22. But this part is x and this part is x. So this side right here would be the 22, the whole thing, but I have to subtract x and x. So this is 22 minus 2x. So to get the area, I multiply those two, and that would be the area of the swimming pool inside. Okay, so now let's turn to page 10. These problems are similar, but a little more complicated. Now, I want you to notice that on page 11, I give you all the answers for page 10. But let's just read what it says. It says, the length of a picture is 2 inches less than twice its width. Okay, so here's a picture, 2 inches less than twice the width. And this is the width. So that's an actual picture. And then there's a frame around it. And the frame around it has a uniform width of 2 inches. So you know how before we said it was X with the pool? Well, now we know. I didn't draw this to scale. Let me try to make that a little better. This is 2 inches here. It's also 2 inches here, 2 inches here, 2 inches here, 2 inches here, 2 inches here. Okay, I was kind of sloppy. There. Okay, now it also says that, I'll put this inside, that this is the actual picture frame in red. And that the area of the actual picture frame, which is in red, is 68 square inches. So this area is 68. Okay? Now, let's call the area of the picture area 1. And let's call, so if you look at, we have area 1, which is the little picture frame. And that area is W times 2W minus 2. Then we have area 2, and that's the entire thing, the outside of the entire thing. And then we have area 3, which is just the frame, just the red part. And that, we're told, is 68. So this equals 68. Area 1 equals 2W squared minus 2W. So how would we get area 2? Well, area 2 would be, this is 2W minus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So 2 and negative 2 is 0. So this becomes 2W plus 2. So the outside of this is 2W plus 2. Now this is W plus 2 plus 2, or W plus 4. So this area is 2W plus 2 times W plus 4. Now, the reason I came up with area of little picture, area of total thing, area of picture frame is because this problem wants us to find out what the area of the actual picture is. Well, the area of the actual picture would be, or what we could say is, that if I take area 2, which is the entire area, and I subtract just the picture, what I'm left with is the picture frame. Now, we could set this up many different ways, but make sure that makes sense to you. That if you take the entire area of the whole thing, subtract the area of the frame, you're left with the area of the picture. Okay, so that means area 2 is W plus 4 times 2W plus 2 minus 2W squared minus 2W, and that equals 68. Because the area of the whole big thing here minus the picture gives us the picture frame. So now I have to FOIL this, and I get 2W squared plus 2W plus 8W plus 8. And this I have to distribute the negative, minus 2W squared plus 2W equals 68. So my 2W squareds cancel out. 2W plus 8W is 10W, so that's 12W plus 8 equals 68. So 12W equals 60. W equals 5. And if W is 5, 2 times W is 10 minus 2 is 8. So the dimensions of the picture are 5 by 8. Okay, and again, this is in your packet on page 11. So you can look at it written out again. Now the next problem, number 2, says the length of a rectangle is 4 units less than twice the width. So I draw a rectangle. This is the width. The length is 4 units less than twice the width. So that part should be easy for everybody. So to get the area, we do length times width. So this area would be 2W squared minus 4W. Okay, then it says the length is decreased by 3. Okay, so instead of it being 2W minus 4, this becomes 2W minus 4 minus 3. And the width is increased by 1. So instead of being W, it becomes W plus 1. So this has a new shape. So my new shape, this is 2W minus 7, because minus 4 minus 3 is minus 7, and W plus 1. So this is my new rectangle, and this area, okay, well, it says that once I do that, the area is decreased by 16 square units. Okay, which means this area, area 2, is smaller than area 1. So if I want area 1 to equal area 2, I have to add 16. Because area 2 is 16 less. To make it equal, I have to add 16. So area 1 is 2W squared minus 4W. Area 2 is 2W minus 7 times W plus 1 plus 16. So now I just have to FOIL 2W squared plus 2W minus 7W minus 7 plus 6. If I subtract 2W squared from both sides, they go away. I get negative 4W equals negative 5W minus 1. Oh, this is a 16. I'm sorry. So 16 minus 7, this is plus 9. So if I add 5W to both sides, I get W equals 9. So this wants to know, find the original dimensions. So the original dimensions would be a width of 9, and this would be 14, because 2 times 9 is 18 minus 4 is 14.